Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S. M.K.S. here. Sorry. Hope gosh, if I can speak properly. Hope everyone's well wherever you are. And just to clarify, Rare Gem is a school I support in Kenya, which I supported since about 2016 or 2017. Have supported or tried to support. Probably not very well, but I do my best. Anyway, I just thought I'd share some of my latest dreams for the Rare Gem school, and hopefully spread awareness about the school and encourage as many people to support the school as possible if they'll be so kind. It is a bit of a dilemma, like trying to spread awareness about the school, get more people to know about it without feeling too pushy or whatever. So I don't want to force anyone. Obviously, I think people should give off their own back if anyone does wish to support them. But obviously, I want to put it out there so people will know about it, because not everyone will have heard of the school, so they need as much support as they can get. But anyway, hope that made sense. But as I like to spread awareness. Sorry, not push it, but spread awareness about the name of the school or about the school, so people can check it out for themselves if they want to support it, and so they can miss me as the middleman and just go through it themselves if they're interested. So yeah, you can find them on Google if you're very specific. And you type in Rare Gem School Kenya. Anyway, here are some of my latest dreams and goals. I know I talked about Rare Gem School a while back, but these are my latest dreams. I often make these videos, but don't always get around to finishing these 4-part videos. I know it used to be 3 parts, but I think I did part 1 and 2. I don't think I got around to three, let alone 4. But anywho, I know I did say I'll try and get the intros down to 1 minute, but I didn't quite do it this time. But here goes. So number 1, I would love for the school to have, for all the students or all possible students in Rare Gem, to have access to ICT or technology or tech training, like to have a PC, laptop, and so-called mobile phone each, where they can learn, preferably 2 or even all 3 of those things, where they can learn about tech. So yeah, a PC or a laptop or a mobile phone, or even 2 or even all 3 of those, and also opportunities to learn about tech as well as STEM generally. I would love to do that, to support them with that sort of thing. 2, secondly, access to sports facilities like playing fields, sports fields, or whatever, places where they can play football and other sports, whatever sports they're into, like baseball or cricket, or get into those sorts of things and be encouraged to take part in sport and enjoy themselves and have fun for the short term, which I think is very important, as well as long-term growth. I think it's important for them to enjoy themselves, and even when they're learning about technology and learning other stuff, I hope they'll also have fun whilst they learn as well. Number 3, I thought it'd be cool if people could fundraise to pay the school fees for the children, so their parents wouldn't have to pay, which means they could save that money. They could either put it into savings for themselves for the future, or more importantly for the gems, as we call them. The gems meaning the students of the school. Obviously, it's called the Rare Gem School, which is a positive take on dyslexia, because most of the students have some form of learning disability, such as dyslexia or ADHD or autism or related conditions. 1 or 2 of them may even have dyspraxia and things like that. But some of them are migrants and refugees as well. But yeah, if I could find a way with others, working together with others, to fundraise, hopefully covering their fees, they could then spend that money on investing for the future and things like this. T-shirt, by the way, says you probably won't you won't be able to see it, but it says "Future Billionaire." I actually got this from one of my cousins, along with a top that said, "If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense." And that was when I was more into business, when I was money-minded myself. But nowadays, I'm more interested in fundraising from a selfish point of view, Italian football, and and Celtic from a less selfish point of view, and also libertarianism, supporting people from former colonies, and tackling poverty, as I often mentioned. So I'm more interested in that sort of thing, because I've realised I'm not really that materialistic. I think I wanted to do that before, to sort of show off, keeping up with the Joneses, as they say here in the UK. So I don't know if they use that saying elsewhere. But anyway, sorry, getting to the point. Number 3, it was, or is, I would love to fundraise so that the parents could then either save that money in savings if they want to do that, or if they feel confident enough, they could even invest that, like in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or whatever, or any investment they think is worthy, or the best possible investments for the long term for themselves and their children, most importantly, for their future. And like even investing in the government. I saw something recently on YouTube about investing in government funds for Kenya. They could even do that for other countries as well, like invest in governments if they think that those investments are worth it, or learn to invest. They can invest in education, like reading books or watching YouTube videos. Well, I suppose you wouldn't have to invest that much in the case of the latter. That's probably a smart way, because then you don't have to spend as much. Me personally, I prefer to listen to YouTube videos or audio rather than read personally, but I'm more of a visual learner, as they might say. But yeah, they could do whatever they think was best for that money for the short term and preferably the long term. And yeah, learn to invest it, save it if necessary, whatever. Maybe they could even invest together as parents, like pool their money together and invest in things that they think are worthy, either in Kenya or overseas or whatnot, maybe in the government, which is probably a safer investment. Or they could and could take risks in lots of investments in different companies or whatever they felt was fit. Number 4, I hope, as I say, they'll learning a supportive and caring environment and support and encourage each other, and again have access to playing fields and whatever they can afford, like whatever the best, however much money can be raised to so that they can as they have access to the best possible playing fields, indoor gymnasium, and all sorts of things that you would get even in a wealthy Western school. Perhaps if I'm really dreaming, I would love for Rare Gem to raise as much funds, like, okay, maybe a bit of an exaggeration, but like places like Harvard or Eton or Cambridge or Oxford, although many of those are universities anyway. But yeah, I suppose that is a bit of a pipe dream, but raise as much money as they can, basically. Number 5, again, I hope they'll have as much access to training and education as possible. Maybe they could even be a tax haven, so that I'm a bit naive on what the rules are for tax haven status, but if they could be, it would be pretty cool if like people could pour their taxes into Rare Gem rather than paying taxes, so go towards a good cause. Obviously, some taxes do go towards a good cause. I'm not saying they don't, but this would go to a specific cause, which would definitely be used, I hope, for the best possible good. Number 6, I would love for, I know I always say this for point number 6, so please forgive me, but I'd love for the students to reach their full potential, but I'd also love for like Italian football to fundraise for Rare Gem and work with them, as well as other dyslexia-friendly schools, and for Rare Gem to network with other dyslexia-friendly schools, and sort of to say thank you to me for supporting them. I also dream that the Rare Gems, or the Gems, sorry, and maybe even their families will support Italian football in return. And if Italian football teams like donated football kits, maybe even national team or club teams as well, like both of them, maybe the national team and stroke club teams could donate football kits and things like footballs, equipment, and even funding for training and stuff like that, education and stuff like that. Number 7, same for Celtic. Again, I know I always mention that for Celtic. I also pray, I don't know if God will listen to me, but I pray that God will look after the Gems as well as Kenya generally. Number 8, excuse me, dare I say, as much as I would love for all possible people to invest, to sponsor or support the school as much as possible, I would also love for people of colour maybe to especially support the Rare Gem School. Number 9, I'd love for people to also go and volunteer in the school, like help the students to learn to read, write, communicate, express themselves, make their own YouTube videos, learn how to make content creation, become poets, artists, writers, or whatever. I'd love for Benjamin Zephaniah, who's a famous black poet with dyslexia, and I know my friend Derek already supports them, but I'd love for Benjamin Zephaniah and other dyslexic poets and black poets, as well as other people with dyslexia or people from the black diaspora, and across Africa, maybe African entrepreneurs as well, to support them. And number 10, the youth are a large part of the future, so I hope the Kenyan government, people in Kenya as well, like Kenyan politicians, leaders, political leaders, businesses, and so on and so forth, will support this great school and this great cause. And I think that covers everything for now, and I'd love to read your posts, or if you want to make any response videos, you're welcome to make any videos about the Rare Gem School, on one condition, that you donate any profits you make, or at least a percentage of them, to maybe at least 50%, of whatever you make from such videos or content towards the school. That would be the one condition I'll try and put on that. And I am out. Peace and love.